It was paying back for that. Oh, you don't want to lose this one. He was recording something. I think it's
Good afternoon, Mr. Cotton. Can you hear me? Please turn on your videos. Please, we're not allowed to record this session. Please ensure that your Zoom platform is not recording. If you can go through that, please ensure that your Zoom platform is not recording. Thank
Yeah,
you.
good afternoon. I can hear you.
My lord, I think we're ready, my lord.
So where were we? Location of the petitioner, Netherlands. Where is the location of the respondent?
Canada.
Appearance? Echo. Mr. Adejumo, apart from muting the other device, you must turn it down. I can't see your face, Leonard Counter. Have your camera view. Have your seat and be within camera view.
Okay.
Yes.
All I Jimmy, my own personal petitioner.
Mr. Adejumo, I'm sure you know I can't hear anything. There's something going on in that courtroom.
Yes, my lord, I'm trying to figure it out.
You need
That's
to
what I'm
fix it
trying
and
to
get
do.
back to me, please.
All right. Please speak again. Please speak, sir. No.
I like to Jimmy.
Counter.
I think I can still see the echo.
Hold on. We'll get back to you. Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
You need to speak. Let me be sure. In the courtroom.
This one. Yes. God bless. I'd like to Jimmy.
My lord, can you hear me? My lord, I need to speak to confirm the audio now, my lord. I think we're good.
I can hear you, but I need to hear counsel as well to ensure that we're not having that echo again.
Let's speak.
May the court be blessed. I'd like to Jimmy. My appearance for petition, my lord.
Ola Ito what?
I'd like to Ogunjimi.
Ogunjimi?
Yes, my lord. I humbly appear for the petitioner, my lord.
Right. Any representation for the respondent?
With proper respect to the Honorable Court, I am B.O. Obobolo.
EO?
B.O. Obobolo. B for Brown. Obobolo is spelled as O-B-O-B-O-L-O. I respectfully appear for the respondents.
B for ball, EO, right?
Yes.
Is it
B
B
for
or
boy.
E? Right,
B.
right. OBOBOLO.
The accomplices. That's correct.
Right. Okay.
My lord, the matter is for trial today. The petitioner is live and can hear us, my lord, and subject to the court's convenient, right, to move on, my lord.
Petitioner's case. Please swear the witness and caution the witness.
Mrs. Petitioner, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
You're required to read your screen and insert your name where necessary, please. The
Okay.
first paragraph, please. Yes.
I, Ehiwema Ogene Yoreme Obiasi, swear on the Holy Bible that the evidence I shall give before this court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
All right. Hold on, please. There's one more. Just listen to this part.
Petitioner, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
You are hereby cautioned that if you tell a lie in your testimony in these proceedings, or you willfully mislead this court, you are liable to be prosecuted, and if found guilty, you will be seriously dealt with according to law. Did you understand that?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
Right.
Petitioner, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so slowly, tell this honorable court your name, address, and what you do for a living.
Okay. My name is Ehiwema Ogene Yoreme Obiasi. I currently work as a senior technical support engineer. My address is number 6, Remilade Opadokun Street, Ilasan, Lekki, Lagos.
Can you please honorable court where you currently reside?
I currently reside in
Learned counsel, one sentence at a time.
As the purposes.
You understand the way we record proceedings. You ask 3 questions together.
As the purposes. Witness, can you tell this honorable court where you currently reside?
Can you repeat the questions, please?
Witness, tell this honorable court your name, address.
You are doing the same thing. I said one question at a time.
Okay. Witness, where do you currently reside?
I currently reside at number 6, Remilade Opadokun Street, Ilasan, Lekki, Lagos.
Current location.
My current location is number 18, Kerkrinplein, Almere, Netherlands.
Current location is
Number 18, Kerkrinplein, Almere, Netherlands.
right.
Do you know the respondent in this suit?
Yes, I do. The respondent is my estranged husband.
Right.
You mentioned that it's your estranged husband. Can you tell us honorable court where, when, and how did you get married to the respondent?
Okay. I met the respondent through a friend. We got married on 19th of December 2020 at St. Patrick's Church, Asaba, West End.
Right.
What document was issued on you when you got married to the respondent?
The document issued to us was a marriage certificate.
Yes.
If you see a copy of the said certificate, can you identify it?
Have you laid any foundation?
My lord, I will, my lord. Witness, do you have the original copy of the said marriage certificate?
No, I don't have the original copy. It is with the respondent.
Right.
If you see a copy of the certified copy of the certificate, can you identify it?
Yes, I can.
Right.
Is that a copy of the certified copy of the wedding certificate?
Yes, this is it. Yes.
My lord, I seek to tender the marriage certificate dated 19th day of December 2020 in evidence, my lord.
Bennett, counsel for the respondent.
We have no objection to the admissibility of the marriage certificate.
Exhibit PW1A.
Yes. This honorable court where parties cohabited with after the marriage.
Myself and the respondent cohabited in number 6 Remi Lade, Opadokun Street, Ilasan, Lekki, Lagos.
Can you repeat that?
Number 6 Remi Lade, Opadokun Street, Ilasan, Lekki, Lagos State.
Right.
Were there children of the marriage?
No, there are no children involved in the marriage.
Right.
When did you stop living with the respondents?
We started cohabiting on March 2022.
Right.
Was there any previous proceeding in any court of law before now between you and the respondents?
No,
Right.
Did you connive or collude with the respondents in bringing this petition to the local courts?
no, I did not.
Right.
So, witness why in court?
I'm in court today because the marriage between myself and the respondent has broken down irretrievably, and we have had no form of communication for more than 2 years now, and we have lived apart for more than 2 years now. That's why I'm here today.
Right.
Can you please show more light to what happened in marriage when you were married with respondents? What were the issues you faced with the respondents that made you write this petition against the respondent?
Okay, so myself and the respondent met through a mutual friend, and we started dating. We dated for 1 year plus before we got married. Honestly, the person I knew before marriage was
Slowly, please. Slowly, please.
okay, sorry. The person I knew him to be before marriage was totally different from the person he became after marriage. I realized that he was exhibiting some narcissistic behaviors. He was very controlling. He had serious trust issues. Okay, sorry. He has serious trust issues. He was very controlling and insecure, and he had a very bad temper. Um,
My
while
lord
we,
is, my lord is writing. My lord
okay,
is
Can
writing.
you repeat yourself, please?
okay. So I met the respondent through a mutual friend, and we dated for 1 year plus before we got married. After we got married, I realized that
Slowly, witness. Witness, my lord is writing.
Okay.
Please look at my lord's she's writing. You have to take it slowly so that she can capture.
Okay. I'll try to be slow now. Sorry. So after the marriage,
Yes.
I realized that the person I knew before marriage was totally different from the person I knew after marriage. He started exhibiting some characters that would, in my definition, would be narcissistic.
Right.
He was very controlling, became very controlling,
Right.
had a very bad temper. Any little thing could make him get angry. He had serious trust issues, which of course made him very insecure. There were times where he would accuse me of sleeping around with anyone, everyone in my office. He accused me of sleeping with my manager and people in my office. To me, it was very surprising for me how he would think that way because he's the man who disvirgined me. I did not live a wayward life for 27 good years of my life before getting married. So I was asking myself how he would have that notion or have that thought about me after marriage. He constantly kept on doing this, accusing me of so many things, which led to him becoming more controlling. If I would go out, he would ask me to send my Uber tracking trip to him so he could track where I'm going. When I get there, he just had to know every second where I was per time. I felt really caged in that marriage. I felt like I didn't have my life anymore. It was very devastating for me. Um, he was he before I got married, I was diagnosed of PCOS. PCOS is a condition women have where you require assistance for like when you want to take in or give birth to a child. I had told him this before marriage, and he, honestly speaking, he was supportive at that time. He told me, "Don't worry, there are treatments for this." While we were married, it became a problem for him. He started calling me barren. You cannot give me a child. You are worthless. I picked you up from the slum and look at you every day. I would have this someone that's supposed to be my partner, someone that's supposed to be my backbone, someone I'm supposed to do life to, say demeaning words to me. I honestly started questioning my sanity. I'm not going to lie to you. I was thinking because I grew up in a very hostile environment. My father and mother did not have the best marriage. Every day they would fight, every day they would quarrel. And growing up, I told myself I would not live my mother's life at all. And then I got married. Unfortunately, his traits entirely was just my father. So I
Just
was
going on and on. We are recording in longhand.
sorry.
Witness, please take it slowly, because the court is
Sorry.
writing. Please.
I'm sorry. I will try to take it slowly now. I'm sorry. Um
Go back.
okay.
Apologize, my lord.
I'm sorry.
Well, you should have directed the witness. You can't just sit there and not direct the witness. It was just
I
going on and
apologize,
on,
my lord.
and you know the way we record in the court.
I apologize, my lord. Witness, please take it slowly,
Okay.
because my Lord is writing. Just look at my Lord's writing and take your stories slowly. The events are in a very slow manner.
Okay. I apologize for taking it fast. Okay. So um I was in the marriage and he would say so much demeaning words to me, which made me question my sanity. And
Okay, hold on. If my Lord's writing,
Yes.
I would think to myself, if I would tell myself I'm not good enough, and start reflecting on my childhood experience.
Yes.
I grew up in a very challenging situation where I had my parents constantly fighting and fighting each other every day.
Yes.
I told myself I would never ever be in my mother's situation, and
Yes.
unfortunately for me, I ended up being in that situation again.
Right.
Um, I had witnessed the respondent in a very, like when he was angry, he was in a very bad state with his family member.
Yes.
The family member is his brother,
Right.
and they were both fighting. Only God knows if someone would have gotten killed that day. And when that incident happened,
hold on, hold on.
okay,
Petitioner.
yes, ma,
Petitioner.
yes, my lord.
Petitioner's counsel.
Yes, my Lord.
Can you please refer me to your petition? This your pleadings, the relevant pleadings of which evidence is being given. And if there is none, direct your witness accordingly.
That's the purposes. My lord, the petition, the facts stated in the petition.
Yes.
My lord, can I read that in the court?
Direct me to the fact, to the pleading.
Paragraph 8 of the petition, my lord.
Yes.
It's A to C.
Is that related to all that she's saying now about the sibling and everything?
My lord, the petitioner is just trying to lay emphasis on 8C. That is the intolerable behavior of the respondent, my lord.
Right. Right.
My lord, if you can continue, my lord. Witness, let your evidence before this honorable court relate exactly to what happened between you and the respondent and make it as brief as possible.
Okay. Okay, so that situation.
So that we not take us back again. You already told this honorable court about the respondent's attitude towards you due to the fact that you did not produce children for him.
Yes. Okay, so
Hold on, my lord is writing.
okay.
Yes.
Okay, so before marriage, I was diagnosed with PCOS.
She has said all that. Don't repeat yourself, please. We don't have all day.
Okay, ma'am.
As the court says, you also informed the honorable court earlier that the respondent wanted you to go back to the village. Please, can you expatiate on that, please?
Okay. So the witness had asked me.
My lord is writing. Take it easy.
Okay. The respondent had asked me.
Yes.
To move back to his hometown to live there.
Right.
And because he had his family members living there,
right,
and wanted them to monitor my movements, monitor my life.
right,
Bearing in mind that he did not live there.
right,
For me, I felt like he was trying to control me because
right,
I had my entire career
yes,
in Lagos State.
right,
And moving to his hometown
yes,
would mean that my career would end and I would obviously become a housewife.
right,
Which was
Witness,
okay.
you informed this court that cohabitation ceased between you and the respondent sometimes in March 2022. Can you briefly tell the court what led to the living apart together with the respondent? Just shortly.
Okay. The incident that led to us ceasing to live together
Yes.
Was a situation where I had a team bonding
The incident that
organization,
led to you leaving what?
leaving the cohabitation situation, both of us cohabiting,
Right.
was when I had a bonding activity, team bonding activity
Right.
with my colleagues at work.
Right.
He was very furious that I left for this team bonding activity and asked me to leave his house. If my Lord would
Hello,
please permit me to read the message
take
I
it easy,
had.
my lord. Take it easy, my lord is writing. Wait for my lord's signal to continue, please.
Okay, sorry about that.
Yes.
Okay. So when I went for the team bonding activity and he was very furious about it, he sent me a message that day,
Yes.
and the message reads, "Do not sleep in my house today."
No,
You are not
I'm
granted
sorry.
permission.
I want to object to the petitioner reading the
You are
message
not granted permission.
for the reason
That's a special procedure. You have not been granted permission to read, and you must not read anything on your screen.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. So his reaction was very threatening for me. My interpretation of his reaction
Right.
was life threatening
Right.
and demeaning.
Right.
So after I got the message, I decided to pack my bags and leave to save my life. And my sanity.
Okay,
Right.
so witness, what do you want this court to do for you?
I would like this court to dissolve the marriage
Right.
between myself and the respondent,
Yes.
because I would like to move on with my life as
Yes.
he has moved on with his already.
Right.
My lord, that will be all for the witness now.
Thank you.
Any cross-examination?
yes, we know. So can you please introduce?
Minute. Don't then please proceed with cross-examination.
Petitioner, good afternoon. I don't know if you're in the afternoon where you are, I believe.
Yes, good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, petitioner.
Good afternoon.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. All right. Please tell the court at the time you left the matrimonial home in March 2022, where was the respondent?
I believe the respondent was in maybe his hometown. I'm not 100% sure because he was in Canada and he said he would come back. So at that time I left, he was not in the country.
Do you realize you are saying two things? You are saying he was in Asaba, hometown, and is in Canada. Which one is correct?
I'm saying as at the time I left the apartment, he was in Canada.
Before your marriage, where was the respondent resident?
Before our marriage, the respondent was living in Canada.
At the time you left the matrimonial home in March 2022, where was your place of work?
My place of work was in Lekki, Lagos.
Do you mind mentioning the name of the organization of work without it?
My lord, I do not think that question is relevant, my lord.
Objection overruled.
As the purposes.
What is it? It's a conclusion to overrule action. Please answer the question.
Okay. As at the time when I left the house, I was working at a company called D Local. D for dog, then local.
I'm correct to say that your job at the time was a remote job.
No, that's not true.
So you were reporting physically in the office. So you were reporting physically at the office Monday to Friday as at that time.
We had a hybrid work structure. We had a hybrid work structure of 2 days working from the physical office, 3 days working from home.
Right.
I will therefore be correct to say that from what you have said, the 2 days you go to work, you have physical contact with your other members of staff.
Could you please define physical contact?
Physical contact in the sense you work in the same office space, you see each other, you greet each other, you talk to each other.
Absolutely correct, as a work environment would be.
What's the question and what's the answer?
The question is, I'll be correct to say that for the 2 times a week she goes to work, there were physical contacts among member staff, physical contact being that they see each other, they talk to each other. What's your answer?
Yes, there is physical interaction with colleagues as a work environment requires. And I would also like to correct that
Right.
okay, and I was going to the office twice a week and 3 times working from home.
Right.
Can you give details of according to your testimony in chief, you said that the point where you left the home was at the point of soon after the team bonding. Can you give particulars of that team bonding? What was the nature of the team bonding that caused issue between you and the husband?
Okay. The team bonding exercise or activity
Yes.
was in Lekki, a place called Rufus and Bees.
Right.
Rufus and Bees is a recreational center
Right.
where you have games machine. There's also a beach at the back.
Yes.
And quad biking as well.
Right.
People go
What
there.
day of the week?
Sorry?
What day was this?
I cannot recall the exact day of the week, but it happened during the week.
What time of the day?
In the afternoon, towards the evening. So I would say maybe 3 p.m. to maybe 7 or 8.
Right. Yes.
In your why was this necessary? This team bonding, why was it necessary?
Okay. The company I worked for at that time
Right.
has their legal entity in Uruguay.
Respondents' video should be on throughout proceedings. I will not tolerate anyone going back and forth.
Fortune, please put on your video.
Can you repeat yourself?
Okay. The company I was...
Respondents, counsel, please call your client to order, or else you'll be locked out.
As a purpose.
Fortune, can you please put on your video if you are there?
The company, yes.
The company I worked for at that time was based in Uruguay, Latin America.
The respondent says he's having network issues, but he has the video is on again. We thank you much. Please proceed.
Right.
So the company is called The Local and they are based in Uruguay. At that time, some of my colleagues from Uruguay came to Nigeria.
Okay, so if your colleagues,
So,
are you done?
no, I'm not done. Your lordship is writing.
Yes.
And they came to Nigeria and thought it was a good time for everyone in Nigeria, that's the Nigerian staff,
Right.
to come together and connect.
Right.
And this is why we had the team bonding activity.
Right.
This connect, as you put it, cannot happen in the office.
No, I mean, I have worked in the corporate environment for quite some time. And
Yes.
and there are these type of activities that companies organize for better connection, networking with your colleagues outside the office. So
Right.
this is, in my opinion,
Any
standard.
question?
Okay.
Respondents Council.
Yes, Milord.
Another question? Do you have any other question?
Another question.
Yes, I have another question.
Please
Yes.
proceed.
The petitioner, please confirm the house the respondent asked you to move to in Asaba is his own house.
I think so. I'm not sure because I don't have any legal evidence that shows it is his own house. So I'm not sure. I can't speak 100%. I was closed out on all of those things, so I don't know.
Did he at any point inform you that the house belonged to him?
He told me he was building a house. I'm not 100% sure if the name under the house belongs to him or his family member. I never saw any document.
Did you ask?
When I asked, he would tell me I am overthinking and putting my nose into things that don't concern me. For
That's not the
me,
question. That's not the answer to the question. Did you ask?
yes, I did.
Now, you said that unfortunately this marriage turned out to follow the same pattern as your parents' marriage. I'm sorry, I don't want to I'm not interested in that, just for the purpose of reference. This your marriage, do you think, is there anything you did wrong that made it turn out the way it did?
Not that I'm aware of. Yes, I would say for a marriage not to work, it takes two. But if one person is constantly being abusive, physically, verbally, then it diminishes the other person's energy because you are fighting for your own mental health.
Time the respondent asked to move to Asaba, it's correct that your job was remote at the time.
I correct that my job was hybrid at that time.
How will you describe your communication with the respondents during the marriage? I mean, it's called, from what you have said, the correspondent was very much out of the country a lot of the time. How will you describe your communication with him from your end?
How do you mean? Do you mean how we communicated, or define what you are trying to ask?
You keep him in the dark as of what you are doing?
No, he always knew what I was doing, and that's why he always knew where I was per time, because I always communicated what I was doing, where I was, who I'm with. He always knew.
Do
And
you
that's
think it
how, okay, and that's how he knew about the team bonding, because I am very vocal and always communicate.
will you say it was wrong for the respondent to be interested in your affairs as to know what you were doing, where you were at time? Was that wrong for the respondent to want to know?
In my opinion, there are levels to how you want to know about someone's whereabouts. There are times it's perceived as controlling, times it's perceived as it's coming from a good place. In my definition, it was controlling.
Do you have before this court any evidence to substantiate your claim that he was controlling?
I do have. I have an incident that happened.
Hold on, understand my question?
Okay.
My question is, have you presented before this court any evidence to support your claim that he was controlling? Have you presented any evidence at all?
Could you give me an example of what you would term as evidence in this scenario?
Okay, so maybe a WhatsApp chat or an email or a recorded conversation or any written document or any other thing that can start from verbal, saying it orally that I was controlling. Are there any other evidence you can use to prove this, which you have tendered?
Okay, I did not tender any chats, email, or voice recording to the court, but yes, they do exist.
I will also be correct to say that you have not presented before this court any evidence to show that the respondent is intolerable to live with. Is that correct?
I would say so. From my understanding, is what you're saying. My experience is not enough. Being going through all of this is not
That's not what
enough
I'm saying.
evidence. Okay,
Not what
so
I'm
what do
saying.
you mean?
What I'm saying is, apart from your oral testimony, it's funny. Today, you did not come to the court with anything to substantiate what you have said.
I have chats right now, but I did not tender before this time. This is what I'm saying.
Yes. My final question, which is obvious, essentially all you have to prove the things you have said is just what you have said, which means it's your word against his word.
If you put it that way, yes.
Well, that will be all for the witness.
All right.
But I know we're going to put a petition on my lord. And that's the case of petition on my lord.
Right. Right.
Well, we'll ask for a date to enable the respondent to give
You'll be
evidence.
paying extra 100,000 for that date, because that's the cost regime is 100,000 per session. And if you want another session, you
Okay,
will
my lord, let me, initially, the respondent had did not want to give evidence. But in the case of the proceedings, mentioned to me that I would like to give evidence. I don't know
and it's better
since
to
we are
go
not
on
together.
unless you want to pay
If you can go on, I don't know if it's in a position to go ahead. Mr. Fortune, are you willing to go on to give your own evidence, or you want to do at a later date where you'll be paying 100,000 naira to the court? Please unmute.
Yeah, thanks. Sorry.
To the registry of the courts. The cost, it says 100,000 per session for virtual. And if you apply for virtual hearing, if you want another date, you will have to comply with Order 32 Rule 2.
Can I speak, Your Lordship?
Not to me, to your counsel.
Okay.
My lord, we're unable to hear you as loud, my lord. Mr. Fortune, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Are you willing to give your evidence now? I want to do at a later day, which case you will pay 100,000 naira to the registry of this court.
Yes, I would prefer a different date for my side of the story. Yeah. Yes, please.
You prefer a later date?
Different dates.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. The law will ask for a date.
Which means you will have to comply and file a certificate of compliance that you have paid for the session. Is that acceptable to you, learned counsel, for the respondent? Is that acceptable? What?
Your voice is not very good.
My voice is low?
Yes.
Is it the rain?
I'm not sure.
Maybe the rain. Oh, okay.
Can hear you, Yusuf.
Right, so we give a further date, learned counsel, you will please comply with Order 32 Rule 2 and file your certificate of compliance so that we can hear.
Yes, can you ask this so I can confirm?
What?
Oh, 23rd July.
23rd July, my lord.
You think I'm getting
23/7 then for continuation of hearing.
it?
What?
Oh,
The top
July.
Yes.
What
Mr.
date?
Fortune, 23rd is okay for you.
2-3 July, 23rd July, my lord.
Everybody of July.
Okay, 2307 for continuation of hearing. Two, 307.
All right, my lord. Noted, my lord. Thank you, Mr. Fortune. Thank you, Mr. Email.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, how are you?
Thank you.